Hi again. Let's continue our work. So let's add circle in his right eye. So let's try to find out that layer. And that's it. Then go and choose the Eclipse selection tool. Draw a circle there, right click and layer via cut. Now I think it looks ugly. The best way to fix that is to remove the effects that we did, the inner shadow and outer glow there. So go ahead and do that. Now it looks pretty much better. Now I want to put a ball in his right head there. Okay, so let's find out that layer. Okay, so you can hide and unhide them until you figure out where is it. So that's it. Then let's bring our ball. Okay, so scale it a little bit down and save change, and let's remove the background using Magic Wand tool. Make the tolerance something less. Okay, 5% will be good. One click there, and of course we need to resize the smart object, then press backspace. Command D to deselect, and then Control T or Command T to resize it. Make it smaller and you can see that there is a white color there. Remove that using Magic Wand tool, backspace, and then Control D and Control T again. So make it similar to that. Okay, it's a matter to fit there. Then of course we will delete the unwanted pieces. Save changes. Then go to the right head part and right click there to select it pixely. Okay, zoom in using your mouse wheel to better view, and then select the ball layer. And as always, let's inverse the selection. So you can choose any selection tool and then right click inside the selection. Okay, then choose select inverse and press backspace in your keyboard. Wonderful. Now you can see that we missed an inside shadow. So we need to add an inside shadow. We can do that using an inside action, of course. So go ahead and do that. Make sure that you choose the ball and then we add a nice shadow there. So again you might need to decrease shadow a little bit there. So go ahead and double click, then let's decrease the size and choke and the opacity, then press OK. It looks nice now. You may need to scale it a little bit up. And don't forget that you can apply these things to yourself and put something else instead of the ball. Okay, so don't forget that. Now let's add something else in his neck there. So go to the file and let's bring the flag of Spain. Okay, as always, scale it down and don't forget to hold shift, and let's put it to fit his neck part there. Okay, so something like that will be cool. Save changes, then go and select the neck layer, then right click there to select it pixely, then get back to the flag layer and right click to select inverse, then backspace. Okay, so you should be familiar with that by now. Then let's rename the flag. Okay, then let's change the blending mode. Of course you can try all those options, but darken will be the best. So at the end bring it to darken. Okay, that's fine. Then let's add some light there. I think that will be better. So use dog tool and add some light to the flag. Now we basically finished adding parts to his face, but you might need to add other things if you want. But for me, that's the end. So now let's merge down all these layers. In order to do that, go ahead and select the upper layer there. Hold shift, scroll down until you find the Ronaldo layer, which is the last layer. Click it while you are holding shift and all layers in between will be selected. Then merge them using Ctrl E or Command E on your keyboard. Now you can see it's indeed one layer. Okay, now let's bring other parts related to Ronaldo, like Real Madrid logo. Scale it down, and this one actually the background was deleted for us. Okay, maybe smaller. Okay, then go and save changes. That's pretty cool. Of course, you need to resize the smart object using any simple tools. Then let's add a drop shadow there, and of course put some distance, and you can play with it as you want. Something like that will be fine. Then press OK. Now let's add another thing. Okay, so go to the file and bring the plane. Drag it into our project as always, and let's save changes and let's remove the background. Okay, so how I will do that, I will use the quick selection tool this time. Okay, so you can now remove the background in any way you want. You should be familiar with that. Okay, so if you did a mistake by somehow, you can press Alt in your keyboard to remove the selection. Okay, and in case you didn't notice, I just resize the smart object using my keyboard. Of course, you can use simple tools to do that. It's so hard. But at the end you will get it. And if you finished, right click there, select inverse and cut it using Ctrl X or Command X. Then delete the original layer and Ctrl V to place the plane, the higher plane. Okay, so of course you need to rotate it a little bit and scale it down. So do that. Let's place it, I think here. It doesn't matter. Okay, so place it wherever you want. Okay. Then save changes. I think it will be better here. Sorry. So put it here and save changes. Now let's add some shadow to it. Put the drop shadow and put some distance. That's good. Then press OK to save changes. Then right click at the effect of the shadow and choose create layer, and that will make the shadow in single layer. Okay, so Ctrl V to place it. Then let's resize it as we want. So I will make it a little bit smaller to make it look so far. Okay, then save changes. And you might need to decrease the opacity a little bit. Okay, so that's cool. Then you may need to add a light to it using dark tool. Then choose the background and let's add something to it called Liquify. Okay, actually before do that, let's remove Real Madrid logo for a better view. You can of course avoid this step. So select background again, go to the filter. Oops, you need to choose Liquify, so sorry. Do it again and that's it. Okay, now make sure that you select this icon here, and let's make the size something similar to that. You may not notice anything, but we indeed pull the textures while we are pressing. So try to do that along his head, like that, back and forward. And I think that's fine. Then press OK to save changes. Okay, so now if you zoom in, you can find that the textures is going down there. Okay, so now let's add some lights there and see what will happen. Of course, that might not be something good, but let's try it. We need to add shadow there, not light, but let's try it. So use dark tool, and I think that's not good, as we accept. So undo all that using history box, and let's add some shadow. Okay. Choose burn tool and click and drag back there in the background to add some shadow. Notice that the ring is to the mate nose now. Okay. Then change the ring to highlight, and let's add another piece of shadow there. Okay. So something like that will be fine. I really don't know what is this black squares are. So let's add another highlight. Okay. And I want to do that to make it looks like 3D. Okay. So select Cristiano Ronaldo and let's add some shadow to his ears here. Then, okay, then change it to Metnos and add the final shadow. I hope the final shadow. Okay. Then let's bring the Real Madrid logo again and maybe make it smaller. I think that will be fine. And that's it. Of course, you can apply all these things to yourself. That will be great. So, thank you for watching and see you next lecture. I hope you enjoyed.